Yo, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel. And if you happen to enjoy this video, do not forget to thumbs this video up, because I do appreciate that. I'm sorry, but Dillian Whyte's gonna regret not taking that offer that Eddie Hearn gave to him to fight for Anthony Joshua's titles. He's gonna seriously regret it. Alright? Seriously regret it. The more articles I read about Anthony Joshua's next fight, the more and more I come to the conclusion that Dillian Whyte is not going to be facing Joshua next. And the biggest reason behind this fight not happening next for Dillian Whyte is because he just wants more money, right? Every little article I read always says that, Dillian Whyte wants more, like $7 million. I read an article where what's his name, Eddie Hearn was saying that Dillian Whyte feels like he's 60-40%, he's 50-50%. He's like in that stage where he could be demanding that type of money. And Eddie Hearn says that he's not in that stage yet. Now, some people might agree with that, some people might not. I mean, Dillian Whyte beat guys like Joseph Parker, who was a former champion, right? I've always gotten the, he's also a pay-per-view star. He fights on pay-per-view now. And I've always got the impression that he was a big deal in the UK, just because a lot of people talk about Dillian Whyte. A lot of boxing fans talk about Dillian Whyte in the UK. So I always felt that he had a big fan base over there. But according to guys like Eddie Hearn, he feels that Dillian Whyte is not, he's not able to demand a 50-50 split like somebody like Wilder or somebody like Tyson Fury. Again, some people might agree with that. Some people might not agree with that. I mean, I kind of have mixed feelings for that. But what I feel like this guy's going to regret not taking this offer, because this is a chance for Dillian Whyte to fight for several world titles, right? Several, not one, not two, like three, actually four, right? Four on pay-per-view, in Wembley, in a massive stadium. Dillian Whyte has never fought in such a high. In such a massive fight. I know he fought Anthony Joshua before, but when he fought him, Anthony Joshua wasn't as big as he was now. And now there's way more things. He's way more valuable now facing Anthony Joshua, because back then, what were they fighting for? The British title? Anthony Joshua didn't win a world championship belt back then. This is the first time Dillian Whyte has the opportunity to actually fight for a world championship belt. Okay? He was going around saying that he wanted Wilder. He wanted that WBC belt so bad, but Wilder never gave it to him. Right? Eddie Hearn offered Wilder the opportunity to face Dillian Whyte to defend his WBC belt against him, but he never gave it to him. But it's like and so he's been trying to get this title shot, right? So now here he is with Eddie Hearn giving him an offer, and he's just saying no. He's rejecting it. He's rejecting it because he feels that he needs more money. Okay? Dillian Whyte just needs to understand that when you get these opportunities to face a champion, a cash cow, in these big events, and they're offering you this load of money, and they're offering you this chance to become unified champion, you need to take that. You need to take that, because there's no guarantee you're ever gonna get that shot again. What if Dillian Whyte loses his next fight? Does he not think about that? What if he loses his next fight? What if he fights Alexander Povetkin? Because I heard Eddie Hearn say that, he might be fighting Alexander Povetkin, somebody like Luis Ortiz, somebody like Dominic Breazeale. What if he fights Alexander Povetkin and he loses? What if he fought Luis Ortiz and he lost? Shit, what if he fought Dominic Breazeale and he lost? These things aren't guaranteed they're going to win. Even if you feel a fighter is 100% certain going to beat a guy, doesn't mean he's going to win. What if he loses to these guys? Imagine if he fights... Imagine if he keeps declining Eddie Hearn's offer, and he says, no, I'm not going to fight Anthony Joshua unless you give me my $7 million, Eddie. And imagine Eddie Hearn then says, you know what, no, I'm not going to give it to you. And then he doesn't take the fight, and then he fights another guy. Povetkin, Dominic Breazeale, Ortiz, and imagine he loses to that guy. Well, Dillian Whyte just fucked himself over, because now he could forget about facing for a world championship belt against Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua. Because now Eddie Hearn's going to say, listen, you lost now. So, first of all, I'm not going to give you the money that I was originally going to offer you. Because he was originally offering him like $5 million, 5 million pounds. But now that you lost, now your stock kind of drops. So now I'm going to give you less money. If you want to fight AJ for the titles, I'll give you less money. And now, if he does lose, he'll lose like his mandatory spot. So now AJ will be fighting the guy that beat him, right? Or people will be saying that. Like, say he fought Luis Ortiz and Luis Ortiz beat him, or Dominic Breazeale, then people will be saying, oh, we want to see AJ versus Povetkin or Luis Ortiz now, right? And there's no guarantee, maybe Dillian Whyte has it in his head that, you know what, I could go to PBC and fight and challenge Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has been ducking you for years, man. For years, he's been ducking you. What if you go over to PBC and Deontay Wilder don't fight you? What if a year passes and you're still waiting? Just like, Dominic Breazeale has been waiting since 2017 to fight Deontay Wilder. He's been the mandatory for Deontay Wilder's WBC belt since 2017. He still hasn't fought him, homie. You could be in the same situation. Do you want to be a year from now still waiting for a title opportunity? Right now, Dillian Whyte's at his best. This is the best Dillian Whyte could possibly be, right? He's at his peak. This is the time he should take advantage of this opportunity, because, again, there's no guarantee that he's ever going to be able to be in position to actually fight for a world championship belt again. Because, again, he might lose, and when you lose in boxing, that ruins everything. Because now you got to go in the back of the line again. Now you gotta work hard again. Dillian Whyte has said that he's worked really hard. He's grinded really hard to get himself in a position to fight for a world championship belt, and it's true. He's fought Joseph Parker. He's fought Chisora. He's fought Robert Helenius. He's been very active. So yes, it's true. He does deserve a title shot. But if and here he is, he has this opportunity to fight for several belts, and he's rejecting it. He's declining it. So, like I said, does he want to fuck that up and then fight somebody else next and then lose and then have to do that all over again, have to grind his ass off all over again? He'll probably feel dumb, like, man, I had that chance to fight AJ then, but I rejected it, and now since I lost, now I got to do this, I got to start from scratch again. Again, I understand that Anthony Joshua is a cash cow. I understand that Dillian Whyte feels that, listen, I could milk this so bad. I could make as much money as I can, and I want to make as much money as I can against Joshua. But sometimes you just have to take what the guy's offering you and see what will come out, what will be the outcome if you manage to beat him. So take the $5 million and be like, listen, if I beat AJ, now in the rematch, because you know there's going to be a trilogy, you know there's going to be a rematch clause. In the rematch, he'll get twice as much as he got in the original fight, because now he's the A side. He got all the belts, and now he could be saying, yo, give me 50-50 split, or I want more, or I want 60-40 split on my side. I want to get 60%, you give Joshua 40%. But then he could start saying shit like that. But Dillian Whyte is not thinking about that. He's just thinking about, no, let me get as much money as I possibly can, because there's no guarantees that I could beat Anthony Joshua. So I just feel like Dillian Whyte needs to be smarter than this, because there's no guarantees, man. You could lose your next fight. You lose your next fight, it's over. This opportunity that Eddie Hearn was giving you is done. You're going to have to work your ass off again. And we don't know where Dillian Whyte's going to be 2 years from now. Right now, Dillian Whyte's looking really good, really sharp, but we don't know where he's going to be 2 years from now. What if, he declines this fight and then he gets a title shot in 2 years? What if in 2 years he starts deteriorating? He doesn't look as good as he does right now. Right? Because, fighters age differently. Maybe Dillian Whyte won't be the same fighter that he currently is right now in 2 years. And that might be the time he actually gets a title shot again, or gets offered a title opportunity. So I think Dillian Whyte needs to smarten up, man. And just take this offer. And that's all I have to say, guys. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs the video up. And if you're new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe, because I do make videos every single day. Very consistent boxing channel. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. And thumbs the video up, guys. Bye-bye.